I didn't react much. I told her I needed some time to think. She has apologized so many times now. I eventually asked her what happened. Hey, gang, and welcome back to the sacred halls of Magic's monologue, where truth doesn't whisper, it roars. I'm Magic, your curator of personal growth and unapologetic reality checks. Today's video: would I be the a-hole for divorcing my wife after she cheated after her parents died? But before we dig into this wild ride, connect with me on Locals at magicsmonologue.locals.com and over on X at Magic's Monologue. I'm building my tribe there too. Additionally, you can send a small donation via crypto if you like my work, and that information is in the description. A woman's emotions, especially during crisis, can be a Trojan horse. She may use her vulnerability to justify actions that are selfish and destructive, leading you down a path of betrayal. When her world is chaos, she'll seek comfort, and sometimes that comfort comes from places you never expected. Let's begin the journey. About a month ago, my wife's parents both died in a car crash. She has been an emotional mess. We live in her hometown, so we have been seeing her families and friends often. I've been supportive any way I can. I've taken care of all the house chores, and I've been there for her every day. Here's where things get messy. She has an ex. Let's call him Luke. Luke is not just her ex. Luke is still friends with her and her first love. They were high school sweethearts, and Luke was almost like another child to her parents. The death of her parents affected Luke a lot too. Honestly, I didn't initially like the fact that they were friends, but I trust my wife, and I moved on from that feeling. Slap to the back of the head. Grasp this concept. There is a reason why they are the ex. And once you get married, there's no reason for them to hang around in the shadows waiting for their second shot. Don't drink the feminist Kool-Aid about insecurity. If the roles were reversed, she would most likely not allow it and be crashing over it. This was your first sign she was never all in, for if she was, she would have not have kept this guy as a backup plan. A few days ago, my wife said she was going to go out with her family. I told her I could go with her, but she insisted on going alone. Slap to the back of the head. She insisted on going alone. To quote Star Trek, "Red alert, shields up, all hands to battle stations." That, my brother, is what we call an indicator not to be ignored. She didn't come back until the next morning. I tried to call her and call her family members, but no one knew where she was. When she did come back, she was a mess. I asked her where she was all night. She told me she fucked up so much. I tried to calm her down and told her to just tell me what happened and that it was okay. Now, for some of you gentlemen, do you not notice the manipulation here? But he missed it. She can talk to me. She said she slept with Luke. I didn't react much. I told her I needed some time to think. She apologized so many times now. I did eventually ask her what happened. She said she met up with Luke and they were both messes. They reminisced about her parents, which led to them remembering their relationship. They were both drinking and it just happened. Okay, so we get the just happened excuse and we were both drinking. I'm so conflicted right now. My wife is probably going through the worst time in her life, but I don't think I want to be with her now. I'm furious at her. All right, my brothers, for those of you where this story is your reality, then pull up a chair, have a seat, grab a beer, and let's get into this mess. So some poor schmuck writes into Reddit with a question that's as old as time. Would I be the a-hole for divorcing my wife after she cheated after her parents died? Oh boy, well, this is kind of a doozy. First off, my brother, let's get one thing straight. You are not the a-hole here. Not even a little bit. Your wife's parents died, and that's awful. I get it. But you know what else is awful? You're out here being Mr. Stand-Up Guy. You're taking care of the house. You're being supportive. You're doing all the things a decent human being is supposed to do. You even offered to go with her. And what'd she do? She shut you down. She said no. That wasn't just a rejection of your company. That was her clearing the runway for her little reminiscing flight with Luke. She didn't want you there because you're the one thing that would have made her feel guilty about what she was about to do. And what's your reward for being so supportive? A nice big steaming pile of betrayal. She goes out with her family, which, spoiler alert, is code for I'm going to go see my ex, my first love, my first everything. And then she has the audacity to say she was reminiscing and it just happened. Come on, man. Reminiscing? What is this? A sappy movie? No, it's not. It's real life. And in real life, people make choices. She didn't just stumble and fall into his bed. She chose to be there. She chose to drink. She chose to get with a dude who she knew she held a special place for in her heart. And let's talk about this first love nonsense. This is a classic female mind game. They'll always have a special spark in their brain for the guy who they were with first. The guy who they shared all those firsts with. And you're the safe, reliable, comfortable guy who came after that. You're the guy who's supposed to take care of her when she's going through a tough time, even if that tough time is an excuse to go back to her ex. Now you're asking if you should divorce her? Let me ask you a question. What is the alternative? Stay with a woman who can betray you so easily? A woman who you'll always wonder about whenever she goes out with her family? A woman who at her lowest moment didn't turn to you, her husband, but to her ex. She's not a damsel in distress. She's a woman who showed you exactly where you stand in her life. She showed you that when the chips are down, she'll choose him. So here's my advice, and it's brutally simple. You need to put on your big boy pants, look in the mirror, and ask yourself what you're worth. You deserve a woman who respects you, honors her vows, and who sees you as her rock, not her last resort. So yes, divorce her. She's not your problem anymore. She made her bed. Now it's time for you to make a new life. And this time, find someone who's actually worthy of your support, your trust, your loyalty, because she's not. I suggest you have another conversation, record it, and have her lay out her infidelity in detail. Then see a lawyer, get your ducks lined up, then kick her ass to the curb with no mercy. Also, control the damn narrative to friends and family. Those who don't want to believe what she did, that's what the recording is for. It will be hard for her to make you the bad guy from her own choices. In the comments section below, gentlemen, leave me your thoughts. Give advice to other men who are in this situation, since I love reading your comments. If this hit home, don't just sit with it. Hit the thumbs up, smash the subscribe, and ring the bell so you'll never miss the truth bombs I drop here. Share this with at least 3 men who need to wake up and rise up. That's how we build this channel, one solid brother at a time. Got a story that needs to be told? A link that made your jaw drop? Email me at stories@magicsmonologue.com. Let's expose the madness and drop some clarity. You're not just watching, you're leading by example, helping other men elevate with wisdom, purpose, and unshakable standards. You're not alone, and you're not crazy. And if you're still hungry for more, then have you heard about the stepdad hit by a chair? The single mom picks her kid over him. Sound familiar, men? This is why marrying single mom spells disaster. So click here to watch the next video, Stepdad's Nightmare, Avoid This Family Trap. And that video is coming up right now. Until next time.